vitamin C, electrolytes, as well as fat-soluble nutrients. This whole notion of water-soluble nutrients and water-soluble nutrient supplementation is so important. Every time we urinate or go to the bathroom, especially if we're drinking a lot of water, or we go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, we run deficient in these very important energizing nutrients. And this, to me, is one of the hidden epidemics, the hidden deficiency states that we're all dealing with. B vitamin deficiencies, potassium deficiencies, chloride deficiencies, magnesium deficiencies, deficiencies in water-soluble nutrients. Certainly, fatty vitamin deficiencies are also important, but I think water-soluble deficiencies may be among the most significant of all nutritional deficiencies. That's why replacing water-soluble nutrients throughout the day is so important, and there's no easier way to do that than by sipping on your Beyond Tangy Tangerine. It's tasty. Most folks will notice results like lower blood pressure, appetite suppression, weight loss, just feeling better within 1 or 2 doses. You can find out all about it at brightsideben.com or by calling the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. Okay, I just want to finish this idea up about health, about wellness, about what we need to do to address health. Health is a chemical issue, a biochemical issue. It's not a medical issue. Doctors don't want you to know this. The medical model doesn't want you to know this because it makes a lot of money selling drugs, selling surgeries, selling devices, selling checkups, selling diagnostics. But the bottom line is health is the natural, normal state of affairs of the body unless there's excess of something or deficiencies of something, and that's not a doctor concern. If you have some kind of disease state, some kind of breakdown in the body, look for a biochemist. Look for somebody who understands the pathways and how they're supposed to function. Or even better, we ourselves should be studying the pathways and how they are supposed to function and what happens to cause them to break down. One of the classic examples of pathways is the activation of chemicals via what we've been calling methylation. Methylation may very well be the single most important biochemical process of the body. There are literally dozens of different disease states. In fact, I would say almost every disease state that we labor under has some aspect of improper methylation occurring. Methylation is nothing more than the attachment of a little chunk of methyl carbon, if you will, that basically turns on or activates the production of biochemicals, like a key. Think of a key going into your ignition, turning the ignition on. That's what activation is. Methylation is a methyl key, a carbon key. It goes into the ignition of biochemistry and initiates the activity, the production of various chemicals in the body. If you have any kind of methylation issue, anything, and I'll tell you why these occur, and I'll tell you what you could do to prevent these here in a little bit, but if you have any methylation issue, that includes alcoholism, that includes heart disease, that includes cancer, osteoporosis, birth defects of all kinds, mental health issues, autism, anxiety, depression. The list is almost endless. Lung problems, Parkinson's disease, atherosclerosis, high blood pressure, chronic fatigue. Almost everything you can name that breaks down in the body has some kind of issue with methylation or defective methylation. Methylation requires these special molecules that are called methylating agents that act like little ferries, chemical ferries that shuttle little pieces of methyl around and look for something to methylate and sticks a little chunk of methyl onto a chemical. Boom, that chemical becomes active. These methylating agents are only found in living foods or once living foods, although they will break down as a food loses its life force, as a food becomes less fresh. Processed foods, the kind of foods most of us subsist on, processed, manufactured, synthetic foods, these tend to be deficient in methylating agents. Now, food manufacturers and governments understand this, and that's why you have enrichment. Enrichment is when they'll take the process of food, destroy all its food value or most of its nutritional value, and then put a little bit of the nutritional value back in synthetically, of course. That's called enrichment, and at least it does provide a little smattering of methylating agents, but the best way to get your methylating agents is through natural whole foods, especially vegetables, fruits perhaps, although they tend to be very high in sugar, so you got to be a little careful with fruits, and then protein, organ meats, flesh foods, these tend to be high in these living substances, these methylating agent substances. And then, of course, fortunately, there's supplements that we can use. to improve our body's ability to methylate. Back in the 1990s, SAM-E was popular as a methylating agent. It's still very important as a methylating agent. When I first started studying nutrition, SAM-E was all the rage as an antidepressant and as an energizer. That's because methylation is very, very important for brain health. It helps you make serotonin, it helps you make dopamine, it helps you make various neurotransmitters, helps you make energy molecules. And then perhaps SAM-E's effectiveness was a little overstated. That's the way it is sometimes in the world of nutrition. There's all the rage, and then the rage kind of dies down. But the fact remains that SAM-E can be a very important nutritional supplement for a lot of health issues, including mental health issues, anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder. Even schizophrenia and autism may benefit from SAM-E supplementation. SAM-E was first discovered back in the 1950s. It's involved in the production of serotonin. For you guys who are dealing with Prozac or Zoloft and you're trying to up your serotonin levels, you'd be a lot wiser to use SAM-E and some of these other nutrients we'll talk about here in a little bit that are important for methylation. You can't make serotonin without methylation. You can't make pleasure hormones and reward hormones like dopamine without methylation. SAM-E also can improve inflammation and improve pain associated with inflammatory diseases, things like arthritis and joint disease. It's been shown to increase the productivity of cartilage-making cells. It can help you make more cartilage. It can upregulate, I love that word, upregulation. It can increase the production of the squishy, gummy, jelly proteins that are called proteoglycans that function as shock absorbers and nutritional elements inside the body. SAM-E can help you make proteoglycans to keep your skin nice and thick. As we get older, these protein sugar complexes, they're called proteoglycans. They tend to, the production of these substances tends to go down, and our skin becomes thinner. SAM-E can help beef up the skin in this way. Protein sugar complexes, proteoglycans, conduct electrical energy. They trap water. They make cartilage more effective. As I say, they make the skin more robust and thick. And they can have an important role to play. Protein sugar complexes can have an important role to play in the health of bone and blood vessels too. And because SAM-E will get you more proteoglycans, that means SAM-E can help your skeletal system. It can help your blood vessel system. It can prevent strokes. All kinds of benefits with this very, very important methylating agent. And perhaps there is no more important role for SAM-E and methylating agents in general than for the health of the brain. We will talk about that in our next Brightside episode. I'm going to try to get you a couple calls in before we get to our break. Got a full board. 855-660-4261 is our number. When you hear somebody hang up, that's your cue to give us a shout if you've got questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, or anything else you want to talk about, especially success stories, or if you just want to contribute to the conversation. Lauren in California, what's going on? Welcome to the Brightside. Lauren, let's see if we got Lauren here. Lauren? Oh, we got to take a break. Lauren, you there?
Yes.
Lauren, I can't hear you, Lauren. We're going to take a break, Lauren. I'll get to you when we come back from our commercial, so hang tight. And if you're on hold, we'll try to get to all our calls, or as many as we can today. 855-660-4261 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Block-It Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockItPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockItPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockItPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
So who else will you meet at the Get Prepared Expo? For starters, from Republic Broadcasting, John Moore and John Statmiller. From GCN, Aaron and Brad Dakins, Joyce Riley, and me, Vincent Finelli. Joining us are the instructors whom you've learned to trust. Surgeon of the Year, Dr. Norman Shealy. Engineer, Matt Stein. The real Fox Mulder of the X-Files, Dr. Richard Allen Miller. Author and analyst, Captain John Reagan. Your counter-terrorist from Central America, Mike Ma. Dental center owner and my dentist, Dr. Howard Shane. Radiation instructor, Craig Douglas. Author and survivalist, Rich Sheben. Author, Judy Dollarhite. Cancer center owner from Mexico, Dr. Patrick Vickers. Bug-out expert and pilot, Captain Bill Sermo. Beekeeper, Jeff Maddox. Seedsman, Mike Knox. Author, Gayla Pruitt. Author, Harry Cooper. Food expert, Joe Acapinti. And Bill Whaley, the junk man. March 27, 28, and 29. GetPreparedExpo.com, the largest preparedness and survival expo in the USA.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market. The gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates, 1-800-425-4610. Based on actual cases, results may vary, not a solicitation for legal services.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
We're back on the bright side talking to Lauren in California. Welcome to the program. How you doing this morning, Lauren?
Thank you, Ben. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. How can we help you?
Well, I have a success story that I'd like to share this morning.
Nice. Love success stories. What's going on? Can you speak up a little bit? I'm having a hard time hearing you, though.
Yeah. So I've been struggling with acne for many
Lauren,
years.
my friend Lauren. What's
Yeah.
up, Lauren? Yes, I'm good. Let me set this up, okay, Lauren? Hang on, you mind for a
sure.
second? So I met Lauren, for the listeners here, I met Lauren a couple weeks ago, going on 3 weeks ago in Santa Cruz. I did a talk at the beginning of March, and Lauren, at the end of my talks, people come up and we answer questions and we chat a little bit, and I saw Lauren, and Lauren had some breakouts going on, but I could tell Lauren had really good skin underneath breakouts. This happens a lot with skin. You'll see really good skin, but there's breakouts on top of the skin, and that always tells me that, like I was saying at the beginning of the program, something is disturbing the perfection of the system. When it comes to skin health, the skin is very receptive to food, so Lauren and I spent some time together and gave Lauren some ideas, and then Lauren called me yesterday, and what she said to me was so important, I thought, that I asked Lauren to call on the program, and I told her that I would take her call, and I want Lauren to. I asked Lauren if she would mind sharing some of what she noticed by taking just some very simple steps. No doctors, no drugs, no nothing. Just